This is the living classroom at Monkland State School in Gympie, Australia. And today we have some fantastic news and some developments that have all happened since our very first harvest. Let's check it out. The energy here is palpable. The entire school watched their episode at the morning assembly, and the kids are now the talk of the town. Students from other classes have been coming into the garden to see what the Living Classroom program is all about and spreading the word to their families and friends. But not only that, but Channel 7 News got wind of the story and beamed our garden into every home and television on the Sunshine Coast. The segment was watched on Facebook over 22,600 times. So the morale at Monkland State School is at an all-time high. But we won't let that go to our heads, will we? Because there's plenty more work to be done in the garden. We believe the Living Classroom is exactly that. An outdoor classroom in the garden where all school subjects can be learnt and applied to achieve practical outcomes. What we mean by that is, well, permaculture gardening isn't just gardening. It's using the garden as a central project that maths, science, biology, English, home economics, arts, philosophy, and PE classes can all orbit around. In education speak, it's called project-based learning, or PBL for short. It's a student-centered approach that gives them the autonomy and freedom to test ideas, find the natural conclusions, and then adjust their thought processes. In other words, PBL is essentially learning by solving real-world challenges and problems. Imagine your maths teacher one day says, "All right, class, today we're going to learn about fractions and ratios. But we're going to go outside to do it." In the Living Classroom, students are constantly required to measure lengths of pathways, heights of garden beds, volumes of buckets, and ratios for mixtures in the kitchen. These measurements are vitally important for the growth of their garden and the quality of their vegetables for future recipes. For instance, finding the right measurement ratio of our magic potion solution can either burn a young seedling's roots or boost its growth into the harvest season. We also teach students maths through stock takes, money handling, and budgeting. Students do stock take of their produce inventory and count how many vegetables they've picked. Then each afternoon they take their harvest to the school gate and sell nutritious produce to other families for their dinner. Students learn about money exchange, calculating change they need to give back, and then budgeting for future financial decisions when we discuss what we should spend our profits on.
Vegetables! Who wants vegetables? Fresh from the garden!
Students learn about the basics of photosynthesis when they plant with the orientation of the sun's pathway. They learn about water cycles through evaporation and rain condensations, and the flourishing world of microorganisms transporting and recycling nutrients in their compost piles. When students understand science and the microbiology in their soil, it helps them see the bigger picture and how they fit in with the biological cycle of their garden, and how their garden fits in the cycle of their continent, and how their continent fits in with the environmental cycle of the world. How can a student describe that feeling to others? Well, through their English activities. Along the journey, students are encouraged to write interviews with other students, record their recipes, journal entries to document what jobs were done for the day, digital storytelling on YouTube, and also persuasive letters. To connect the Living Classroom with the broader community and ask for support and funding, students are taught to write persuasive letters to local businesses. First, they outline what project they're working on, why they believe in it, how the business can help them, and then what the students can provide in return, using a mix of formal and informal writing styles. So we've got two types of letter writing, formal and informal. What does formal sound like?
Can I please have some tea and crumpets?
And what does informal sound like?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just chuck it in the yolk.
A lot of students have poor diets at home and on the playground, and this affects their mood, their concentration, and energy levels, therefore their education. We teach students how to take their homegrown produce, cook it with a variety of whole food techniques from all over the world, then share it amongst their friends. The kitchen is a fantastic culinary hub to connect students with international cultures and creates curiosity for traditional dishes abroad. Students who wouldn't look twice at vegetables are now rummaging through the garden on their own accord, devouring handfuls of peas and spinach. Finally, one aspect that puts the living classroom above other PBLs is that the kids are always getting their exercise. Each living classroom session is held outside and requires rigorous physical activity. If you're a teacher, you'll know there's plenty of fidgety students at the back of the class, swinging on their chairs, flipping their water bottle, flossing and dabbing at every opportunity they can get. When you take those students outside, give them the right responsibility and the right job, chances are that that student will start to engage again. This is just a glimpse into what the living classroom and Monkland State School are capable of achieving when we work together as a team. I wish I could show you what we're working on now. You want to see a sneak peek? Just a little one? All right, let's go. And here it is, an old tennis court from 1979 made entirely out of concrete. And we are going to try and create a garden on it. That is what we're up against. I mean, really, how hard can this be to fix up? All in all, it's just another bitumen floor. Stay tuned for the next episode because they've paved paradise and now it's time for us to put up a gardening lot. Like, subscribe, and share this video, and we'll see you in the next chapter. Catch ya. If you would like the living classroom to come to your school, or you'd like to support us in any way possible, please contact us on this email. Or simply sharing this video to others could revolutionize the way we teach our kids in the future.